Our park scheme is a scheme in Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park that gives businesses and visitors to the Loch Lomond and Trossachs area the opportunity to give something back to the stunning landscapes, the wonderful wildlife and the special heritage that they've come to enjoy. We work with a large range of tourism businesses, Love Loch Lomond members. So one of our park businesses is Balmillig Bed and Breakfast in Helensburgh.
We're particularly keen on our park scheme as a means of generating capital for investment in things like the Three Lochs Way. The Three Lochs Way is a long distance footpath which starts out in Balach, it comes through Helensburgh and Gairloch Head and comes up past Loch Long here on my right and stretches north up to Arachar and Tarbert and then eventually finishes back on the shores of Loch Lomond at Inveruglas.
Our park scheme is giving people either an opportunity to make a small donation that goes directly towards conservation projects in this wonderful area, projects such as the Three Lochs Way, so improving access to the wonderful nature that we have here, protecting wildlife such as the red squirrels, as well as improving diversity with tree planting.
It helps us to attract the kind of clientele that we want to see, people who are interested in nature, who want to spend some time in the area. And so it is an excellent business model for us.
Here in Loch Lomond and the Trossachs, we're passionate about the conservation of this beautiful and wild area and for the benefits that can bring to tourism as well. Inchcailloch is part of the Loch Lomond Nature Reserve. It's a beautiful wooded island that attracts a lot of tourists. You can get the small boat over to it, you've got miles of woodland walks, beach at Portbon with barbecues and composting toilet and just the ability to go out and see a beautiful part of Loch Lomond. Having been a nature reserve for over 50 years, the island has been conserved for a long time, and in combination with Scottish Natural Heritage, Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park, and now RSPB Scotland, the idea is that the whole nature reserve will be managed in a holistic approach. The path network means that there's ample opportunity for people to look at all the wildlife, but you can't beat the bluebells in the spring. You may be lucky to see the white deer. You just have to be out there and see it and experience it to get the most out of it. The work that we do covers a lot of things from rangers on the ground right the way up to landscape scale opportunities where the National Park are commenting on forest restructuring, on wind turbines throughout the National Park. When visitors come to the Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park, we want them to have a good time, we want them to enjoy themselves, we want them to be able to see all the things that make this a beautiful place. And that's really our job, whether that be maintaining footpath networks or being there to meet and greet them, provide information, tell them just how to be responsible. Some people come maybe not know exactly how to behave in the countryside, so we can hopefully steer them in the right direction and make their visit and therefore everybody else's visit much more enjoyable.
Our business is called the Gardener's Cottages. Our properties date back to about 1860 and they were the original places where gardeners actually lived. We have converted the interiors to full modern specification. Nature is very much a key part of the experience that we're trying to provide to the guest. We joined the Green Tourism Business Scheme and we were awarded the silver level at that time. The scheme is quite rigorous and really tries to make you think hard about what it is that's going to actually preserve the local environment, but of course also on a wider aspect the worldwide environment. It's particular interest because in Loch Lomond and the National Park we are trying to provide an environment which is unspoiled for future generations. We obviously pay a lot of attention to the usual things of power consumption, water consumption, how we dispose of all the wastes that come from tourism. In addition to this, what we are trying to do by joining the Friends of Loch Lomond Our Park scheme is to provide a positive return to the environment. The Our Park scheme is there to actually make improvements to the areas around Loch Lomond that get heavy tourism footfall.